Gonna go ahead and pick himself up the Sivir. So LGD, really strong team fighting, but it's all about the going forward. How can we find fights? How can we pressure onto the opponents? Well,
it's really going to come down to if they can get some decent poke in. But unless Milky Way hits level 6 off of a stolen crab or a stolen grub, I don't think this fight is really playable for the side of RNG, but they're going to look for it. Tong Yuen is just going to get pushed in and doesn't get a chance to snap back on the Soul Unbound. You just really got to question the boldness from RNG. The Hex Flash over the wall since they have the ward in the Tri-Bush, and as soon as Niket sees the Alistar walk up, realizes that's no longer an angle to play for.
As soon as Milky Way even ulted there, that's just the dragon gone. XQW does have ultimate, should be able to flash out.
Oh, what a clean sidestep by Milky Way. Able to evade the Emperor's Divide, and despite the flash XQW, they're starting it up. I mean, they're on vision too.
I like this though, like the bottom lane wave is even. They've brought over already Sasa on the top side. They're trying to cheat for this now. Okay.
Nice use of the spell shield by Xiaoye. It just absorbs the Cyan ultimate, but YCX punted into the wall. Still tanky. Meanwhile, a flash from Milky Way, two-man lilting lullaby, but at what cost? He's going to take a dirt nap himself. Tong Yuen now trying to aid into the fight. Still super healthy, but has the snap back on the Soul Unbound. Flash from Jachi and Niket forced out of them because the pressure from LGD is just too damn high.
I love
gold injection for yourself, and LGD willing to take that gambit and say, we're still ahead in objectives. We're going to put ourselves further and further closer to that win condition. Oh, really nice public execution. The follow-up from YCX and Xiaoye is just easy as pie, knowing that Jachi had no summoner spells from the prior fight, and it's just an easy pick.
They even get his barrier here, so tough looks there. I'm pretty sure he didn't think that Mbessa ult was landing, so they'll trade the first turret.
Vision control, see where the rest of LGD members are at.
I think this is really fake here from LGD. I wish that instead they had decided to swap XQW. I think they're trying to make sure that he gets gold, so they're going to try and get him this bottom lane tier 1. But when you have a Herald, you have 5 grubs, and Niket's caught.
Wow, and like that, once again, pulverized flash from YCX, able to bypass the steadfast presence, and it sets up LGD for another injection of gold. Are they going to continue the chase here? Tong Yuen, fate sealed after the Q3. Milky Way is there for the lilting lullaby if he wants to cast it. They finally take a nap. Milky Way and Tong Yuen able to burn down Nayo, and a teleport from Xiaoshu at least allows him to join the fray and prevent any LGD members from looking for more here. But Sasa, he arrives to the party. He definitely wants to. Meanwhile, Sasa, at least it's just going to put pressure onto the bot lane. Xiaoshu was roaming back towards the top side of the map so that he can make this fight happen. They know that Sasa cannot join this fight. They're trying to force a 5v4. Tong Yuen's still trying to join from the top side of the map, not going to make it in time.
Niket's dead.
Niket is just getting chunked out. Thanks to XQW, had a really great position. Now he might be put to sleep. Lilting Lullaby lands on a 2. YCX could be the next target here. Xiaoshu smashes him with the axe, but here comes Tong Yuen trying to change the odds here and turn the tides of the fight. Xiaoshu still facing the pain from Nayao getting chased down because everyone else from RNG had to flee, and LGD are going to take the fight away from RNG.
And they get to catch the mid wave incredibly high. Before this play, they were pushing in mid. They do this again here where they're able to clear. Sasa ended up getting another.
They're overgrouping. They're trying to play too much into the ends of LGD when they are down in gold because they are so afraid of just losing much more. Third dragon easily goes over to the hands of Nayo. And now the rest of LGD, all they got to do is just walk this fight out. Lay for a better repositioning. Public execution right into the backline. RNG trying to stall this one out, but Tong Yuen forced to flash away. And if he's the biggest carry made in a minute, Xiaoshu on the backline, being able to find a huge flank. Xiaoye can clean up this fight though, and Jachi's Ezreal is just not enough, even powered with that awesome flank from Xiaoshu. LGD just way too far ahead. Doesn't matter, they lose out on XQW's Azir, they still ace them.
Well, it's their pick of the litter. Do they?
This Otacon going down super rapidly, no chance for RNG to contest. And I think after this objective being secured for LGD, there's maybe one more fight that RNG could look at that could swing them back into the game. But at this point, it is looking dire here, Alk.
Man, they even get to hit this top lane tier 1, so more of that gold going over to XQW, who's the only player with a gold deficit.
Yeah, it almost seems like RNG forgot what kind of AD carry they were playing against in this game. Sivir just benefiting when everyone is grouped up in the same area. Those ricochet blades, yeah, the Sivir isn't on, 3 items or 6 items like we, both of these items at this stage in the game, well ahead of the item curve. Xiaoya's pumping on the Sivir.
Xiaoya's also just gotten a lot of free gold because, again, Sivir pushes waves, then she moves. And that's something we couldn't say for Jauchi. Now, Niket looking. That's Niall out.
Keeper's verdict punts out the jungler here. YCX doing everything he can to protect the rest of his backline. A shift in from XQW sends them all back with the Emperor's Divide as Niall now rejoins the fight. And Marks Tong Yuen, he can't even get into the fight. The one person that seemed like he had a fighting chance against LGD, but he is just completely soloed by the jungler of LGD. And I think this is game over. The team has definitely done the work to set up this Sivir for success. Xiaoya has delivered when he needed to. The Baron secured for the side of LGD, and we're 30 seconds away from Soul Point spawning as YCX trying to lurch forward, looking for, just fishing for any cooldowns that he could burn off of a panic button.
RNG, they need to stay up here, honestly. Like, Milky Way, after that red buff, brother, you're walking on forward. You're walking into the river right now because we need to contest for this soul. And even if they have this soul, I just don't think it matters, right? Like, LGD, they still have the Baron for the next 2 minutes. It's very easy for them to push this wave. That's going to be another wave missing here for RNG, so they're going to start up this dragon. They need to be able to grab this, and then they need to win the fight afterwards if they want any chance here.
Niall's got to be careful on this left flank. He's brought in Tong Yuen, but he is forced out of the fight below 300 HP at the moment, or 30%. But the rest of the fight from LGD is going just fine. They find Niket. YCX sends it for an engage on Jauchi. He's keeping his position, but a public execution from Sasa finds Jauchi in the backline. The shift away, the flash over the wall. He's running. He's just trying to survive against this Abessa, but the Sasa just does not give a damn. He's going to take out the Ezreal in one swell bloop, and Xiaoya able to deal with any threats that RNG sends his way. The Mountain Soul was secured. Another ace picked up for LGD, and that's game 1 in the bag.
And that is it. That is going to be the teleports coming in. And Mark, it's been, all things considered, a one-sided game here for LGD. They got themselves the soul. They got 5 grubs without very much contest coming in from Royal Never Give Up. And it's going to be the final push as they look to move up 1-0 in this series.
Something about Xiaoya Sivir is just putting a big smile on my face after witnessing it that game, Alk. RNG, one last stand, but I don't think it's going to be like IG versus JDG. LGD surely have this one locked up and wrapped. Game 1 goes to LGD.